Live from the Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Touchdown Productions, celebrating 12 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the Miners Road to the Playoffs. Tonight, as the Miners honor the senior class of 2009, your fifth place 5-5 Nevada Union Miners take on the third place 6-4 Woodcreek Timberwolves. It's the Miners' final home game of the season, and all the action is coming up here right now, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. The Miners get to enjoy the home cooking here at the Ally one final time this season on senior night as they host the Woodcreek Timberwolves in what is truly a must-win situation if they're to have any postseason dreams at all after falling to 15th position in the Division I power rankings. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. Gil Dominguez once again joined by Scott Spencer, our NU Basketball Booster Club president. Our director outside the Ally in the Commander 2 is Maverick King, joined by Brandon Duckett. And of course, they're joined by the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team, which has assembled here for one final time this season in February for the 2009 basketball season as we close out the regular season and get ready for the postseason. But as is our tradition here on the Game of the Week, we begin with bonus coverage. Are you in the bonus?
I'm in the bonus.
Scott's in the bonus with us. You are too. It's the JV game right now. 62-42 is the score. 6:35 remaining, and I wish that I could tell you that the Miners were in the lead, but it's not. It's the Woodcreek Timberwolves, and the refrigerator door is already starting to close here, Scott, and the eggs are getting hard, and the butter's cooling.
It's not looking too good here. The Miners down by 20 with just a little over 6 minutes to go. Coach called timeout, and he's implemented the press, trying to create some turnovers, but I don't know if he's got enough time left on the clock, but one can only hope.
I told Coach Wivholm at halftime, I was over across the way, and I told him that I was available should he need me to go in and be the enforcer and maybe send a message.
Wow. and here you sit with me.
Well, he hasn't called me yet.
Yeah.
So
I don't even see him looking this way.
He goes, "Can you send the message, Gil?" And I go, "Yeah, go in, get about 5 quick fouls, and hack them up a little bit." But this Woodcreek Timberwolf team, very, very athletic, as we see Sam Anderson. No, he's not going to go to the line. He's just going to get fouled. But we saw some great play by Jamie Geyer already as we were watching the third period. And right now, Woodcreek has the ball. They bring it inbounds. Oh, very nice block in there by Wilcox.
Yeah, Cody got up that time.
Ball gets out to Thompson. Over to McAtee. Thompson and McAtee. Back over to Thompson. He's going to bounce pass. Is going to be kicked, though, by John Pesca.
That was your chance to get a hand on the ball.
Well, it was more toward you, I think.
Really? Okay.
And you got a bigger wingspan. So that one's all yours, baby. Thompson set to bring the ball in. Throws it all the way across. And nobody sees it. He's thrown over to Porter, wasn't looking, and then the ball kind of comes right back to him. So how fortunate is that?
Well, I'd rather be lucky than good, and that worked out for him. That was a luck play.
And now Porter gets bailed out, and he goes to the line. So a little luck of the Irish, little minor magic there as we extend into the fourth quarter here. 20-point lead. Porter cuts it down to 19, 64-45. As soon as they change the score. Or maybe that is the 20-point lead there. And that one goes in as well.
Got them both.
There we go. 18-point lead now.
Yeah, the press seems to be creating some turnovers here for them.
So
Stay with it.
tonight is also play for the Cure night. Oh, what a great steal by Thompson. Took it right out of the hands of Sam Anderson. The long pass down court. Little pesky Phil Thompson grabbed the ball, pushed Anderson down, said, not in my playground.
No, he wasn't backing down there, was he?
He certainly wasn't, and I would say Anderson's got him by at least 11 inches.
11 inches and probably 40-plus pounds.
So McAtee goes to the line, and he'll bang one off the rim, tries to go for the steal afterwards. Can't do that. Losing the handle is Kimball. Gets the ball down in low, though. Tipped up, shot up again. Nicely done by Pesca. 66-46, back to the 20-point bulge.
Well, as you'd like to say, the refrigerator door is starting to close on them.
Well, I think it was closing already as we were fading up on the broadcast.
Yeah. Hey, there's Jeff Dellis in the house.
Yeah, I thought I saw him a little bit earlier. Making an appearance. Of course, Jeff Dellis, former NU varsity basketball coach for about 7 seasons. I think it was 7, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
So good memory. We were here for the whole Dellis era.
Me too.
So from the first game to the last game, so always nice to see Jeff. Maybe we can get a word from him a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Nice dribble all the way into the lane. McAtee gives it up, though, instead of going up to the basket. Gives it up to the man that knows how to make a shot, though, Chris Porter. And he puts it in. Miners back to within 18.
Well, Chris Porter's going to have a future in the varsity next year. He's a fine player. I like his energy, and he comes with a lot of emotion. He's got a nice shot.
He's been one of the shining stars as we've seen this JV team all season long. Nice drive to the basket is Pesca, and he just arched way up there, got above everybody, and just alley-ooped that one in.
Wow, do some rain.
So McAtee over to Porter now. Porter bounce pass down and low to the big man Wilcox. Get it back out to Porter. Porter grabs it, slips a little bit. Retains possession. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound by Anderson. Anderson bringing it up. Pass, oh, triple pass. Probably one pass too many there. As Kimball got it over to Pesca.
I agree. That was one pass too many. Should have just finished to the basket.
The lovely Lots joining us here courtside now, ready to snap some pictures in the varsity game.
Excellent.
Oh, the Lots is Lynn Dominguez. That's her code name.
Good evening, Lynn. I'm fine.
She hates it when I say hi to her on air, but that's why we do it anyway.
Because we can.
So bringing the ball in is McAtee now. Oh, nice tip by DiMatteo. Denying that inbound pass. They were trying to get that into Flores, and they'll try it again. Porter successfully gets it in now to McAtee. Back to Porter, put it up, and it's going to be blocked by Geyer. So senior night tonight. We're also playing for a cure, which means we are announcing for a cure. Kim Carnahan out in the lobby with her playing for a cure table and Button.
Sarah Casey along her side there. And I stopped by and got me a ribbon.
There you go. I got my button right here on my jacket for the interview. So
Very
we're
good.
all set there.
Got a boy. Actually, I take it back. I didn't get a ribbon. I got a bracelet.
Yeah, they have all kinds of paraphernalia out
They
there.
certainly did. But it's for a good cause, that's for sure.
So Porter ready to bring the ball in. His final home game as a junior varsity player. Like Scott said, I'm sure we'll see him with the big boys next year.
Yeah.
Not sure whether he's going to
Unless
get
he moves.
starting position, but certainly he'll be a contributor.
He'll see some playing time, you bet.
Flores over to Porter. Porter looks, drives, kicks it back out to Flores. Flores past the three-point line, surrounded by Timberwolves who take off his arm, and the ball gets over to Anderson. Flores goes down on the floor the other way. Flores gives him a look like, I know you're a foot taller than me.
The kid's got some game there.
Sam Anderson?
Yeah, Sam Anderson.
Yeah, he does.
He's a post player, and he can bring the ball up with the best of them.
Yeah, him and Jamie Greer have impressed me so far in watching them for a couple quarters. And, of course, they'll be on the varsity next year, too. So
yeah, you can bank on that.
We'll see them another couple times here during the next few seasons.
Yeah, the little McAtee, I think, is turning into a pretty fine ball player also here.
His parents are in the stands tonight. Talked to them a little earlier. They were asking about Marissa and her knee, which is continues to be the talk of the Dominguez household.
Yeah, it's I understand that it's not in too good a shape.
No, got the torn ACL, and she'll have the obligatory surgery in the summer.
So she's out for the season then, I guess.
Yeah, she's not on playing rugby this month when they started their season, and kind of upset about it because she had just made the first string. Yeah, and was looking to be Rookie of the Year. She was one of the top rookies out there. So
that's too bad.
Now it's all sidetracked, and she's on crutches. And there's, of course, that Humboldt campus. There's no easy way to get around there.
No, there isn't. A lot of hills.
Hills and stairs.
You betcha.
So, but she'll make it through and finish the semester. Miners over in a huddle, and not very happy with their performance tonight. Although with 2:37 remaining, I don't see much value in lambasting them too much.
Well, it's it only got another game after this one. It's
that's true. Justin Anthony over there explaining a few things to the boys. Of course, Anthony, a very good player, minor in his own right.
You betcha.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Well, they're still teaching them. They're getting them ready for next year.
We had the pleasure of televising a few of Anthony's games back when we first started. I forget exactly what class he was, but 99, 2000, somewhere around there.
I played a couple pickup games with him, and he's still got some hops.
Oh, yeah, no, he was a great shooter back then. My goodness. Right here on this very floor. Flores with the ball down low, gets the pass.
Nice pass, good idea.
Over to McAtee, who goes straight up with the ball. And he's fouled and goes to the line. 2:10 remaining in the game. I see Principal Marty Matheson here in the house tonight.
Yeah, I spoke to him earlier today and made him aware that it is senior night, and he remembered, but had a board meeting tonight, but he thought he better be here because it's kind of an important event, and support the seniors and their parents.
Right, and you had a board meeting yourself, so everyone's having meetings.
Yeah, well, it's all about the kids.
Nope, that one going out of bounds there. Little errant pass from Zuvernick as McAtee brings the ball up, gives it over to Flores. Flores hops, stops, pops, no good. Throwing it up, though, is Porter on the garbage. 1:40 remaining. Refrigerator door barely open. The light is getting dim now.
Yep.
The eggs are cooling. The butter's getting hard.
Yeah, Gil, we need to find you a new one here, but we'll work on it for next year.
Chicky will use that one his whole career. Good enough for Chick Hearn is good enough for me. .106 remaining. 70-51 Timberwolves, leaving no doubt that they're going to see the Miners next year at the varsity level. And they'll remember there's a little tip and steal by Porter. He's going to go all the way. Hits the floor very hard, though, as Jamie Geyer is in pursuit.
That was a real hard foul this late in the game, 1 minute left.
Right. Porter's going all the way for the basket. There was no reason for Geyer to even go challenge him that much.
Didn't look like he was going for the ball to me.
19-point lead. Porter's layup isn't going to do anything to that.
No.
But I guess that's playing hard to the final whistle.
Yeah, give him a little something to remember him by for next year. Getting a little physical out there for only 30 seconds left in the game.
Well, that's what I was saying, and I was wondering why the officials weren't saying anything to the boys.
Yeah, some elbows flying there just a minute ago.
Porter outside, nothing but air. Missing that one is Ulanowaski. Rebound goes over. Oh, I thought he was going to try it again there. 2 seconds remaining in the game, and now the hostilities come to an end. Mercifully.
Probably just in the nick of time there. I saw a lot of frustration down the stretch in the last minute.
Well, that could be a good thing maybe leading into the next game. I mean, you don't want to have that kind of experience.
Well, we'll see. I'm looking forward to the varsity game here.
Yeah, and also, if we haven't mentioned it, which I think we have, it's senior night as well. We'll be honoring our 4 seniors from Nevada Union. And, Scott, it seems like just last week it was senior night for you.
Yeah, time flies, doesn't it? It's kind of an emotional time, senior night.
What was it like for you? What were your thoughts before the game?
It's called out on the floor with my son and his mother, and, just knowing that it's his last game here in Ali Gym, it was really kind of sad for me. It was bittersweet, Knew that he was going on to college, but, it kind of choking back the tears.
Well, that says a lot because, it is emotional, and for you to feel that. I'm sure his mom felt that as well, being out there on the floor with them and the last game. And of course, they didn't get a home playoff game.
No. That was the last game in Ali for him. But it's like I said, it was bittersweet. You're real proud of him and what he'd done, and he's a good basketball player, and so it was a nice honor, and it's nice to recognize the parents, and it's special. But it also comes with closure, and so I know how they feel. We'll have to watch them close and see if we see some of that emotion.
Right, and we had the one senior night last year on the girls' team. Marissa was the manager, and it was just special to be there with her and her players, and they gave her a tackle box filled with managing equipment and everything.
Oh, really?
Because that's her major in school, so that was special as well, and you do have a bond with that senior class, with your fellow senior parents that you've been with for a number of years, and probably played against at the junior high level.
Yep.
It's a small basketball community.
Of shaking hands and pats on the back, and you form a bond with all those parents, and so it's. It happens sooner or later. And they become seniors, and then they go off to college, and hopefully, and
blink of an eye.
Yeah, it really comes pretty quick. But tonight's a special night, and I look forward to it.
So the JV game is done here, so we can take a look and see who our seniors are. I'm sure everybody at home knows who we're talking about, though.
Well, I can tell you that. And you got old Johnny Whiffholm, who's had a really nice season this year. He's leading the team in assists, extremely unselfish play, and plays very dedicated defense. You also got Mark Kindle, who's the leading scorer and had a very fine season, and considering possibly playing at a college himself. You got Mark Hopkinson, who's contributed a great deal and brings a lot of good energy. And then you got Kenyon Olsen, the big post player, and he is, too has had a fine season and second in scoring on the team, leading in rebounds, and contributed quite a bit.
So I'm not sure how Coach Latimer is going to handle the ceremony here.
Well, I think he's going to do it before warm-ups and just get it done right now. I think he's told the Woodcreek team that they could just go ahead and stay in the locker room for a minute, and so I think we're going to witness the senior ceremonies right away.
Okay, then I need to go over there and put this microphone on their mic so we can have some audio from that. So
okay,
why don't you keep everybody occupied, and we can look at some stats for the matchups tonight.
Yep. Woodcreek comes in here in third place with a record of 6-4 tonight. NU is in fifth place in league with a record of 5-5. And when the Miners played Woodcreek down at their house, the Miners came away with a victory. So I can't help but think that Woodcreek's going to be looking to steal one back at the Miners' home court. So they're going to have to come out and bring their A game tonight. Miners' power ranking came out. I think we'll talk about that at halftime, but the Miners slipped a little bit from 12th to 15th. So this is really a very important game. Woodcreek sitting in their rankings at 10th, also Division II though, but it's going to be an extremely important game for the Miners to get a W here to keep their hopes for a playoff berth alive. So we're getting ready here for the senior ceremonies, and looks like the cheerleaders and the senior players and parents are gathering down at the far end of the court, and looking forward to that. But and here we go.
Okay, Newell Humphreys has the microphone over there, so we can go ahead and listen to Newell right now and do our senior night presentation.
Senior student athletes and their parents. These boys have been playing basketball since grade school and truly love the game. Kids today have so many other things they could do. For them to make the choice to dedicate so much of themselves to practicing and representing Nevada Union High School during competitions, along with maintaining or surpassing the required academic standards, says a lot about these athletes. Let's take this opportunity to introduce and honor the careers of these athletes who you have watched grow and develop over the past 4 years, along with their parents who have supported them all the way through. Number 00, Mark Hopkinson, escorted by his parents, Larry and Nancy.
And what a bundle of energy Mark Hopkinson is.
Yeah, he comes from a real nice family. They're very close.
I like to
Number 2,
call him
John
Hoppy.
Wibholm, escorted by his parents, Dallas and Debbie.
Another nice family. You're not going to meet any people nicer
Number
than the
4,
Wibholms.
No,
Mark
gotcha.
Kendall,
Unless it's maybe the Spencer.
escorted by
They're
his
pretty nice.
parents, Reese Kendall and Cheryl Ann Layton.
And here come the Kendalls. Boy, have they had a great season.
Yeah.
Senior year, breakout year for him.
Yeah, he's a fine young man.
Number 24, Kenyon Olsen, escorted by his parents, Dave and Joy.
Looks like he's got a couple inches on Dad there.
He sure has, and he sure improved a lot.
Oh, yeah, really stepped into the role.
Yeah. From last year to this year, he's impressive what he's done. You see some of that emotion out there I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I think that's going to help inspire them tonight as well.
Well, let's hope so. When you're over there delivering a microphone, that's what I was talking about. This is a real important game for the Miners if they want to see any playoff hopes.
Well, this one and next one.
Tonight, we would also like to honor the following senior cheerleaders and their parents. These young women have dedicated years of time and energy to their sport as well as to supporting their fellow athletes with the backing and encouragement of their very caring parents. First, Kelsey Carl with parents Kevin and Donna and sisters Katrina, Carissa, and Kristen Carl.
Got a whole family of cheerleaders there.
I'll say.
Angela McLean.
I guess they're twins, huh?
So much a part of the high school experience.
And also her brother, Mike. Rachel Maybe with her parents Christine, Eric, and Andy. Also tonight her godparents Dee and Elmer.
A lot of support for Miss Maybe there.
Yeah.
November Flores with her parents Ella Zine and Steve. And Nellie Dayman, a German exchange student with host parents from NU, Stacy and Hino Nicole.
Wow, very nice. Exchange student comes on and is a cheerleader as well. I didn't know that.
I wasn't aware of that either. But what a nice fit, and she'll take that back to Germany as a fine memory.
Well, I've seen, we've all seen some exchange students coming on and playing some sports.
Sure.
But haven't seen any cheerleaders like that.
We saw one the other night for Rockland, who's a fine
Once again, ladies and
basketball
gentlemen,
player.
let's give these seniors and their parents a big round of applause and appreciation.
Now, remind me when I talk to Coach Latimer to ask why Chris Beartemple is the official bump person.
Okay.
If I forget.
Okay.
I'll be able to hear you.
Okay. I'll make sure of it.
This is might be our last opportunity. Well, our last opportunity at home. We will follow the Miners in their home game that they have. Their playoff game. Should they qualify for the playoffs tonight is a big game, though. Like you were saying, Scott, Woodcreek ranked number 10 in Division II, and third place in the SFL. The next game is going to be against Oakmont, which is 1-9. That should be easy victory for the Miners, although there are no easy victories here in the SFL. But you would think that they are able to beat 1-9.
Well, their record of 1-9, is just doesn't reflect how good a team they really are. They've played everybody close, including the Del Oros and the Rocklands, and kept it tight and respectable, but just don't quite have what it takes to get over that one hump. But the Miners sure as heck can't take them lightly. So we have Woodcreek taking the floor now. Last time the Miners met Woodcreek, they didn't have their big post player, Kurtz, and he's back now. So he probably have some impact in this game.
So both teams are on the floor right now, and as they warm up, let's go ahead and thank the underwriters of tonight's game. Of course, we can't do sports television for you without our underwriters of the show, and we sure do appreciate their efforts. Of course, if you want to be an underwriter on the show, get in touch with us, Gil Dominguez over at Touchdown Productions. And of course, we're talking about Hanson Brothers Enterprises. HBE Rentals is a full-service rental facility that has 2 locations to serve you. There's the original HBE on LeBar Meadows Road, and then the brand new one over there in Colfax. They're open daily to make sure you get the tools that you need to get the job done right. They carry aerial lifts, chippers, trenchers, along with tractors by Bobcat and Kubota, and so much more. HBE committed to providing quality products and service just like they have since 1953. It's all at HBE Rentals. Proud to be part of Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
We also have Hills Flat Lumber Company. It's stretch your dollar days at Hills Flat Lumber. In the February edition of the Hills Flat Lumber Circular, it's chock full of specials to help you get the most of your buying power. In a garden section, choose from 5-ply twine, gardening gloves, Miracle Grow potting mix, or a 3-piece garden tool set. And now that Hills Flat Lumber is your new appliance partner, you'll find many models on display, and meet Tim Lloyd, their appliance guru. It's Hills Flat Lumber Company, open 7 days a week with delivery 7 days a week, and a complete rental center at each location in Colfax and Grass Valley.
And of course, Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Are you in the State Farm zone? You're there if you have a family, own a home, or just want to prepare for the future. At Bratton State Farm Insurance, you'll never have to worry about your coverage because Mike and his team know how to take care of you and your family's insurance needs. They do their best every day to exceed your expectations of what an insurance company can do because they're also your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance, proud supporter of NU Miner basketball.
Also, Soft Answers. Dallas Whiphome is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consultation. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers are your computer's best friend. Dallas is ready to take on all those hard-to-solve computer problems that come up and when you design your system. So make your computer and computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Whiphome and Soft Answers, a proud supporter and coach of the Nevada Union Junior Varsity Boys Basketball team.
And of course, Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Be sure to join us next time as we return to the Ally. It'll be senior night for the Lady Miners as they take on the Oakmont Lady Vikings right here at the Ally. Be sure to join us next time on your NorCal Game of the Week. And joining me right now is Coach Dale Latimer. Coach, your very first senior night as the head coach. How did that feel for you?
It was a little nostalgic. It was a little emotional, I've had these guys for 4 years off and on. So, I thought about that, right before it's happened. I went, this is our first senior night. Pretty nice.
Now, you did it a little differently. Normally, the head coach would come out and say a few words about the players. You had Newell Humphreys do the job for you this year, but still some very nice words that he said about him. What did you say to each of the boys personally as they came up?
Play hard and smart.
Now, power rankings came out earlier yesterday. A little bit of a disappointment. Miners were up to number 9. Now they dropped down to 15. And that's only after having 2 losses. Were you a little surprised by that?
Frankly, no, I wasn't surprised. I thought we'd drop off. I was expecting us to be about 14 or 15. I thought that's about where we'd end up after 2 losses. I think if we just take one game at a time here, we get 2 wins, I think we'll get in. But if we end up with a 16, then we got to play Folsom right off the bat, and that could be really tough.
And it is going to be tough, and of course that means really you're in a must-win situation. You're in playoff mode already.
Oh yeah, we've been in playoff mode most of league, let me tell you, because every night out is like a playoff atmosphere. These guys all come to play. It's a very competitive league, and it's been fun. And we got Woodcreek down there on their floor, so they're going to be coming to play tonight.
Right. I was just going to say that was my next question. You got Woodcreek down at their place. How did that transpire? What brought the victory that night?
Well, I think it was just a lot of defensive pressure and the fact that, we shot the ball well and we took care of the ball. If I recall, I think we had under 10 turnovers and we had 2 or 3 kids in double figures. So that's a good game for us.
Now, one thing I noticed early on all season, I've been meaning to ask you this. You got Chris Beer Temple being the designated chest bumper on the introduction. How did that come about?
That's not by design. I'm sorry. I've taught him for years that he needs to flare his elbows and chin the ball to protect it because he gets stripped a lot. And now he's taking it one step further. The problem is he has to pivot and not throw the elbow. But no, that's not by design. Sorry.
No. What I meant was before the game during the player introductions, when the players run through, instead of bumping each other's chest.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the fact that he pivots and throws an elbow and gets teed up about every other game.
No, that's a different discussion.
Oh, okay.
We're talking before the game as he runs through the huddle.
I have no idea what goes on out there at the chest bumping ceremony. I'm sorry. I have no part of that.
Okay, we just thought we'd ask because normally, they do each other when they come, but Chris has always been the one out there. Everybody comes out and bumps Chris for some reason, and I just thought there might be some hidden meaning there.
I don't think I've ever noticed that, Gil, to tell you the truth.
Well, see, we notice those things. Okay, Coach, we'll let you go. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
And we'll hope to see you later on next week in the playoffs.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hey, Gil, tell the coach good luck for me.
All right, Scott says good luck too.
Yeah, really. Thanks, Scott.
All right. Head coach Dale Latimer there of the NU Miners as they get ready to do battle against the Woodcreek Timberwolves here in the house. Like you said, Scott, they got them over there at their place, and that was a huge victory. I remember reading about it the next day in the paper and how big that was, and now they come down to this. Woodcreek and Oakmont, they need to win these in order to make it to the playoffs. We'll see what happens. Let's throw it back to you.
Well, you're right there, Gil. It's an important game here. They came off a loss to Del Oro when they went down there to Woodcreek last game, and to come away with the victory, I didn't attend the game, but I sure pleasantly surprised, and I picked up the newspaper in the morning and went straight to the sports and saw that they had pulled it off, and that was a big turnaround win for them, real important, and that got them back into the thick of things here, and boy, if they're not right back to the same spot and have to do it again.
Yeah, they are, and that's what I do. I pick up this paper first thing in the morning. I go to the sports section, and Lynn takes the front of the paper, and I throw the rest of it down and let it quiver and die right there on the floor.
Yeah. Well, the same thing happens in our house, but then as soon as I'm done with it, Lori wants to see it too.
So while we're waiting for the player introductions, let's go ahead and remind you that tonight's ball game is being brought to you by Adecco Employment Services. Adecco is the world's leader in employment services, offering temporary work, temp to hire, direct placement, and payrolling services. Currently, Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley is hiring for both office and industrial work right here in Nevada County. Senior staffing consultant Lisa Harley and staffing consultant Autumn Payne are always there to answer questions, and branch manager Don Whitmore is happy to serve your employment needs at Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley.
Ali Gymnasium.
It's we'll do the national anthem here real quick and return to this.
Tonight's Sierra Foothill League contest features the Timberwolves from Woodcreek High School.
Well, I thought we were going right to the national anthem there, but we also are sponsored by Quail Ridge Senior Living. Quail Ridge Senior Living offers independent retirement living, assisted living, along with Alzheimer's and dementia care. And I'll be right back to that because it's time for the national anthem.
Yeah, you were right the first time. nice rendition there of our national anthem. Little duet.
Certainly was. They did a very nice job. We were talking about Quail Ridge Senior Living and their Alzheimer's and dementia care and respite care. Be sure to join the residents of the Quail Ridge for the second annual Heroes for Hospice auction on April 25th at Quail Ridge. That night, you will have the opportunity to meet and bid on lunch with one of the Nevada County's local heroes. This year, the community has selected a number of worthy candidates, and all the proceeds go directly to Hospice of the Foothills. So mark the date, April 25th, for the Heroes for the Hospice auction at Quail Ridge Senior Living.
And there's your 2009 Heroes for Hospice right there, including Dave Humphers. And you'll see them right there, and we'll talk more about them a little bit later. Right now, we're going to talk about Spencer Construction. They're a local resource for new home building, room additions, and remodels. At Spencer Construction, you'll find a team of dedicated craftsmen with years of experience, ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to complete your project on time and under budget. Lori and Scott Spencer are also proud to donate their time to the NU Miner Basketball Booster Club, raising money for the Lady Miners and Miner programs. And right now, let's go out there and meet your 2009 Nevada Union Miners.
At guard, 6'3", sophomore, number 15, At forward, 6'6", junior, number 10, Daniel. At guard, 6' senior, number 2, John.
Last time running out on the court.
Yeah. I know just how his parents feel.
And at guard, 5'11" senior, number 4, Mike.
So nice touch with the swirling lights. I think they should
Kind of dark in here, isn't it?
They should do that every week.
I think we did last year.
I think you did too. Adds a nice touch, makes it look like Arco Arena.
Yeah, you bet. I see where Brad Miller and old Salmon got traded today.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
And I hear that the Kings are going to save about $10 million next year in the deal.
Well,
So that's a good reason.
yeah. That's $10 million used to be a lot of money. But, you know, nowadays it just doesn't sound like all that much.
Still is to me.
Okay. So having trouble getting the lights back on here. It's who's in charge of that?
Well, that was the problem out at the football stadium when they turned all the lights off one game. And we had a delay of some duration while those lights need time to power up.
Yeah. These go on pretty quick if you know the right switch, which I think Coach Latimer is the only one, and he's headed back there.
So teams are on the field.
Oh,
There we are. And
let there be light. You know, Coach Latimer to the rescue. Also, we want to recognize Cinto Graziano tonight. Tax time is here again. Make sure your people are Cinto and Graziano. With 2 locations to serve you in Auburn and Grass Valley, Cinto and Graziano are as close as a phone call away and can handle all the tax situations no matter what location you choose. You can just trust that they are CPAs and business consultants all rolled into one, specializing in tax preparation or making your business grow. So don't let tax season make you sweat. Have your people fix it at Francis, Cinto, and Graziano, where they have an eye on your future.
as Mike Kurtz tips the ball for the Timberwolves right over toward our broadcast position, I was unable to get the assist there.
Well, hey, I guess somebody touched it because we didn't
Kurtz
do a
did.
re-jump. Okay.
Kurtz did, and swatted it out of bounds. Kurtz, the big junior, 6'11", 185. We'll see a lot of him tonight, one of the leading scorers for the Timberwolves. Kendall with the ball now. He'll shoot for three. No good. Swatted at by Lee. Rebound, though, goes to Milani. Bounce off the glass is Frank. No good. Timberwolves get the rebound. He'll try it again. This time, no glass. Puts it right in. Jordan Franks draws first blood for the T-Wolves. Wivholm now bringing the ball up court. Bounce pass over to Kendall. Very dangerous, but they got away with it. There's the shot by Olsen. Score it!
Oh,
Kenyon Olsen, three!
Big three for Kenyon there. Yeah, Woodcreek comes out with that trap press again.
Millett bringing the ball up, and number 4, Milani, going to the basket. He's going to get fouled. So Colin Lee gets the foul before he gets any points.
Yeah, Colin had a little bit of surprise on his face. I think he thought he got that ball clean.
So Milani makes the first one, and he is true with the second one. Lee passes him up, dishes the ball off to Olsen, no good. Intercepted by Pentinato, that pass. Good heads-up play by him, and now Kendall has the ball. 6:37 remaining, 4-3, favor of the T-Wolves because of the 2 free throws by Milani. Losing the handle there on the rebound was Kurtz. And he is at 6'11", 185. He's a little bit of a string bean out there.
Yeah, probably 185 dripping wet.
Jersey kind of hanging on him a little bit, but he's got the one thing you can't teach high school basketball, and that's height.
No, that's for sure. Another turnover there. Miners are playing aggressive D.
Olsen, little 3-footer off the glass. 5 points for Olsen already here in the first period. That was a nice shot of him using the glass.
Yeah, and it's nice to have a player who uses his left hand like Kenyon does.
Milani to the basket, off the glass himself for his 4th point. And it's 6-5. Wivholm into the front court. Pentinato looking left, gets it over to Wiv. Wiv looks left, goes right to Olsen, just outside the 3-point line, gives it over to Lee. On him is Milani. Kendall now, he's going to drive from the free throw line.
Nice high percentage shot.
Mark Kendall, 4-time touchdown player of the game so far this season. Milani now. He'll go into the key, and Milani is a scoring machine.
Certainly
6
is.
points for him.
They have 6 of their 8.
So someone's going to have to get a body on Milani eventually as Lee crosses midcourt. Barks the signals. Lee, the super sophomore. Pentinato looking, over to Wiv for 2. Shoot it. Wivholm gets in the scorebook early, about 6 inches just inside the 3-point line, but delivers the shot and gets it. Here's Millett now. Stolen by Kendall. Kendall anticipated the pass. He's going to go all the way, lay it up and in.
Coast to coast there for Mark.
Very-
Nice steal, good play.
Yeah, heads up play on the pass. They knew it was going to him. There's Millett, a little out of control. Pentinato gets the rebound, gives it up to Wivholm. Bounce pass, Olsen lets him fly by.
Beautiful pass by John Wivholm.
And he let Jordan Franks just fly on by, put him in the popcorn machine.
Beautiful pass. Love to see that. John Whipham leading with assists this season for the Miners.
Alongi down in the corner now, and it's going to be 5-second rule. Mark Kendall tying him up down there.
Miners coming out with the aggressive defense here. It's a nice energy at the start of the game, which sets the tone for them.
Well, it's very similar to the game that they had against Granite Bay, when they held Granite Bay scoreless in the first period.
First personal.
Who would have thunk that?
Well, yeah. I still haven't seen that and probably won't.
So now Miners have another opportunity, 13-8. 5-point lead. Kendall, little 20-footer. Oh! Hits the rim and bounces in.
Rattled that one in.
Yeah, he hit the far side of the rim and it just stopped dead, bounced straight up and in. Millett with the ball over to Alongi. Alongi dribbles and goes to the right-hand side over to Franks. Franks goes down to the baseline. Can't find nothing there. Throws it in. He's trying to get it into Kurtz. Intercepted by Miners. Wivholm, bounce pass. Kendall for the layup!
Kendall with 8 points in the first quarter, and there's still 3 minutes to go here.
Coach Burnell Pinkerton seen all that he wants to see right now and calls timeout.
17-8 with the Miners in the lead here with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Miners playing inspired basketball. Let's take a look at this. Scott, break it down for us.
Well, a nice turnover, but Kenyon Olsen got it right to his guard, and John Whipham leading the sister and gets another one. He's up to 2 or 3. Mark Kendall, one of your favorite shots, crossing under the basket.
The reverse layup high off the glass. Great body control by Mark Kendall.
Miners look pumped up, too. You see that emotion coming off the floor there at that timeout. They're feeling it right now.
Alongi with the ball. Down inside, deep to Milani. Puts it up, no good. Rebound Lee. Lee's going to slow it up. Go over to the left-hand side. Lee working against Milani. Milani tips the ball. Goes into the bench.
Lonnie's a nice player there. He's the real deal for Woodcreek.
So Lee with the ball now. Over to Olsen. Olsen. And that one's going to rattle in. Olsen, 9 points.
I got him down for 10 there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did he make a free throw?
No, I don't think so.
I got a 3 and 2 free twos. What do you got there?
We got 2 threes and 2 twos.
Okay, 2 threes. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Kenyon's having a nice game.
Pentinato.
Oh. Yeah.
Pentinato, the big bulldozer, trying to
Well, he's
work his way into the basket.
He's going to the basket. He wasn't going to be deterred there, but picking up the offensive foul. But whoever he hit there, I'm sure is feeling it right now.
1:41 remaining. 20-8. Miners. Miners are on a 12-0 run here at the end of the first period. Shot put up by Millett, no good. Whistle blows.
That's his first personal.
And foul's going to be called on Milani. Miners will get the ball. 1:26 remaining. So a couple of possessions here remaining in the
Woodcreek
first
going
period.
into a zone here because the man-to-man wasn't working for him.
Colin Lee into Pentinato going up. Oh, Pentinato
Everybody's scoring tonight.
putting it over Frank. Jordan Frank standing right there. Pentinato had to go up real high to get it over him. Franks 6'7", 195. As Milani dribbles right, dribbles left.
You know, that's the second foul on Colin Lee here.
And no baskets.
No baskets.
So very uncharacteristic as Hoppy comes in for Lee.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the coach is telling them that they're calling all that hand checking in this game where they let it go against Rockland.
Shot no good. 44 seconds remaining in the quarter. With over to Kendall for three.
Kendall with 11 points in the first quarter.
Millett with the ball. Stop. Has to get rid of it. Does so. Over to Franks. Franks going to go the long way. Over to the baseline to Milani. Milani back outside. Off the front of the rim. Millett shot no good. Millett gets the rebound himself. Puts it up. Passes underneath. Very nice pass to Franks. Score it.
It really was. It's finally broke down that minor defense.
5 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. There is Kendall. Too far off to the right. Rebound is going to be not important because the buzzer buzz. 25-10 here. And I have to say, the Miners coming out with a lot of energy.
Impressive performance. It really is. It's Miners came to play. I think they have a sense of urgency that they're showing out there.
Well, especially after coming out against the game with Rockland that we saw them just 2 days ago.
Yeah, they got on their heels pretty quick in that game, but they're attacking nice and nice defensive rotation going on there for the Miners also, which is really causing a lot of turnovers.
The Rockland game was against one of the best probably in Northern California, arguably. That team was incredible. If you missed that game, you really missed some excellent basketball on the Rockland part. Almost not human, they were so good. But tonight we have the T-Wolves, and T-Wolves a little bit more in the Miners category. Miners coming out with a lot of energy, which is, it really says something about them after taking that loss.
Right. Well, it's you know, that one's in the books, and you just got to look forward. That's all you can do, and that's what most coaches would have told them. It's can't go back and replay it.
So 25-10, first quarter is over. Into the second quarter we go. Going to the line is Milani.
That's his first personal.
Foul is going to be on Kenyon Olson.
Miners got 5 fouls already. This is at the start of the second quarter, so they need to watch it. They're calling it very close right now.
As Milani bounces it off the front of the rim. Miner Maniacs in the house.
I'll say.
Reminding him that he is bouncing the ball. And that one missed as well as Pentinato comes up with the big rebound for NU. Kendall, little spin move. Gets away from Alonji. Wivholm, ball behind his back, gets it out to Pentinato. Over to Kendall in the corner, back out to Wiv. Wiv looks left, goes right. Back out to Wiv. They see that one coming though as Rostatatter steals that ball. Can't do much with it though. Lays it up is Milani. No good. Tries it again. No good. Rebound in is going to be good. And that's Kurtz with his first points of the game.
You get him down inside like that, he's so darn tall. Coach is going to his bench over there. It looks like old Patrick McDonald's coming in.
That play all set up by Rostrater, who stole the ball coming back to Wivholm. They went back to him one too many times. There he is, all alone for three. No good. Rebound Olson. Back out to Kendall.
Nice offensive board there by Kenyon.
It was. And then he got it back out to Kendall. Fresh 30 seconds. See what the Miners can do with it here. Whistle blows. Away from the ball on Wivholm, saying he bumped him with his elbow.
That's John's second foul, too. The officials are really calling it tight tonight. What a big difference from the Rockland game where they were really letting them play and bang.
Yeah, they had 2 ambulances here waiting for the fouls that night. Fortunately, neither one was used. Alonji gets the ball in low to the big man. That'll be Kurtz for his 4th point. So after being quiet in the first period, Kurtz comes on now with 4 straight points. Wivholm fakes the pass over to McDonald.
And I hate to tell you, but that's Wivholm's 3rd foul, and that could come back to haunt the Miners.
So coach letting him play. No, here comes Beer Temple. Probably be replacing Wivholm. And that's too bad on his senior night. You don't want to get 3 fouls and get taken out of the game. He's there to play. Rosterter now. Trapped in the corner by Hoppy. Hoppy slapping them all around the face saying, give me the ball. Stathopoulos broken up by Wivholm. He doesn't care whether he's got 3 fouls. He's going in there to play. Ball bounces out of bounds. Thanks to the pressure.
I'm playing pretty aggressive there with 3 fouls in the first half. I'm going to go over and get a rest right now. I think that's a good move by the coach there.
And Chris Beer Temple comes into the game. Of course, he's all warmed up after all that chest bumping on the introductions.
How did I know you were going to work that in somehow?
Hopkinson over to McDonald. McDonald over to Hoppy. Hoppy, nice screen by McDonald. Hoppy looks, penetrates, comes back out, loses the handle momentarily, picks it back up now. He's going to get over to the corner and get it over to Kendall for his 13th point of the evening.
Playing well here tonight. No fouls, 13 points.
Alonji over to Rostatatter. Rostatatter over to Alonji. Alonji, top of the key. He's going to try and beat Kendall. Goes to the glass. Kendall's right there. Says, no, you can't.
Miners with numbers.
Hoppy slows it up. Now he'll shoot. Scored!
And picks up the foul.
Hopkinson was butchered by Alonji.
Looking at a 4-point play here.
That was an incredibly hard foul. Referee actually looking over at him right now, sending him to the bench. Let's see that again here, Scott. Here you see he doesn't shoot, lets him fly by. And then here comes Alonji.
Wow.
He was exposed all the way open. He hit him with his shoulder.
He dropped his shoulder. That looked like a darn pulling right tackle there.
So Hopkinson made the free throw. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I believe he did. I was watching that replay there. Mark Hopkinson making the most of his senior night play.
That was a very nice move by Franks at the baseline, coming back in.
Yeah.
Couldn't complete it, though.
I wish old Peter McDonald would just go straight up for those blocks instead of trying to make them sensational and swatting at them. Just gives the official a little extra incentive to blow the whistle.
Millett now with the ball on Beer Temple. And Millett eludes Beer Temple for about 2 seconds, able to put it up. First basket for him. Beer Temple over to Hopkinson. Hopkinson bounce pass into Pentinato. Pentinato high up. Nice block by Kurtz. Pentinato went straight up on Kurtz, and I don't think that's how you want to play him.
Well, he's a tall player, but he posted up strong there. It's
There's Kurtz again underneath the basket. Nice assist by Franks.
How many points do you have Kurtz for having now?
I got 6. Beer Temple fakes all the way. Faked it to McDonald. Probably should have finished that one. That was a nice play.
Yeah, Jordan Franks picking up his first foul. Miners with 7, Woodcreek with 4.
30-18. So Timberwolves making the most of the second period right now on an 8-5 advantage here.
Colin Lee back in the game for the Miners.
The super sophomore.
Super sophomore playing with 2 fouls.
McDonald puts that one up. That one's no good either. So 2 opportunities missed by McDonald. Kurtz gets the rebound, gives it over to Millett. Millett, bounce pass. Now it's Franks. Franks going to go all the way.
Nice defense by Kenyon Olsen there.
And a very nice play by Milani.
Miners are struggling there on their defensive boards. They need to get a body on a man.
Deer Temple, they're leaving him alone. Didn't know whether to shoot or not. Oh, nice tip by Hopkinson. Lee has the ball now. Back out to Hoppy. Great defensive play by Hopkinson. Lee, shoot, 2-pointer, no good. Rebound, big rebound by Millett. He'll bring the ball up. Pass over to the far side. Very nice drive by Franks, but standing in his way is Kenyon Olsen.
Yeah, Kenyon is trying to get the charge there, but guess he wasn't quite set in the eyes of the official. I think Dale Latimer's questioning that call a little bit. He thought it looked pretty good to him.
Jordan Franks. So McDonald comes out. Wivholm comes back in. Wivholm with 3 fouls. Franks makes 1 point for his 5th point of the evening.
He's going to have to play cautious.
Wivholm over to Hoppy. 3-pointer. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Wiv. Wiv out to Lee. Back out to Wiv. He'll go for 3. No good off the front of the rim.
Well,
got a foul away from the ball.
Mark Hopkinson.
No, they're calling it out Olsen.
Oh, really?
That's his 3rd personal.
Oh, boy.
Woodcreek outscoring the Miners in the second period here, 11-5. 30-21 is your score.
Letting Woodcreek get right back in this game, aren't they?
Well, Miners started off real strong in the first period. Woodcreek is going to get theirs, and then we'll see what the 3rd period brings. Wivholm trapped underneath the basket. Tries to get it away. Ball is tipped. Ball is tipped again. Millett all the way. Laid up and in. Yep. 6 points for Millett. Cutting the score down to 7. And Coach Latimer's seen all he wants to see.
Yeah, that's a good timeout right now. He needs to settle them down. It's getting into turnover mode here again, and that's costly for the Miners, as we saw against Rockland.
There you see your line score. Miners jumping out with a big 25 first period, only able to score 5 points.
Up by 15 there. Now the Miners being outscored 13-5, and Woodcreek's got it back to with 7 points.
Fortunately for the Miners, it's only a $1:44 remaining here in the second period before the half, so clock might be on their side, but they really need to step up and play some defense.
Yes, they do. They need to get them off the board. Woodcreek's getting too many second chances underneath the basket.
And, of course, play some offense as well as the ball goes into Hopkinson right now.
Yeah, good passes.
Over to Kendall. Kendall to Lee. Back over to Kendall, outside the three-point line. Hoppy, he's in three-point land too. So's Lee, puts it up, off the back of the rim. Miners have gone cold.
They certainly have.
Millett all the way down. Easy layup underneath the basket for Mike Kurtz. His 8th point so far. as the Miners regroup.
Coach Latimer looking on in disbelief right now.
Hoppy, he'll go for three. No good there.
Yeah.
Rebound is Kurtz again.
We need to work the ball a little bit here. It can't just come down one pass and go for a three.
Losing his balance is Milani, but picks up the ball. He's against Hopkinson. You have to play tough if you go against Hoppy. Shot by Millett, no good. Rebound Pettinato. Ball over to Kendall. Game clock. 5 seconds ahead. Oh, steal! Going all the way. Oh, big block by Hopkinson. Oh, my.
Hey.
Kevin Tyrus stole the pass.
Nice hustle by Mark there.
Was going to go coast to coast, but out of nowhere, Hoppy. Kendall, no good. Pettinato tipped the ball off of the hands of Kurtz. Going to be Miners' ball, 10 seconds left.
Last about 7-8 times down the floor, the Miners have settled for a three-point shot, and not one of them gone in.
Tevin Tyus with the steal. Hopkinson, 7 seconds remaining, over to Lee. He'll shoot. Three!
Well, sooner or later one was going to go in, you know. Shoot enough of them.
Colin Lee's first basket of the first half. Turns out to be a buzzer beater three-pointer.
Yeah, that's a nice way to go into the locker room, but I got a feeling coach is going to chew on him a little bit here. I don't think he's real happy with the play of the second quarter there.
Let's take a look at the last few seconds of this first half as the ball comes into Wibb.
And they were patient with the ball here, making several passes, working the ball around the perimeter. We're looking for the open guy.
Wibb over to Hoppy. Now out to Lee. There's 6 seconds remaining on the clock right there. They left him open for the big perimeter, and of course the Miners have missed about 5 of those coming down the stretch.
Yeah, at least 5. But nice to get that one going in there, buzzer beater. The Miners, you know, they got this game, 33-25.
So with the teams in their respective locker rooms and the score 33-25, we'll pause right here and remind everybody that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten tonight by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers knows all the requirements for creating a beautiful home. Of course, it all begins with a good foundation, just like everything in life. Hanson Brothers specializes in site preparation and the placement of underground utilities. Then you add drainage, driveways, concrete work, and finally you finish off the whole thing with some whipped cream. And no, that's a root beer float I think I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Landscaping, topsoils, and garden enhancements from Hanson Brothers Colfax. It's all available at Hanson Brothers Construction, HB Rentals, and Hanson Brothers and Colfax, where no project is too small.
Whoa, we got balls bouncing in here. We're also sponsored by Hills Flat Lumber Company tonight. Hills Flat is turning green. They've been your local home center since 1921 and have 2 green locations to serve you in Colfax and Grass Valley, which produce up to 160 kilowatts of energy every day. February is Stretch Your Dollars days at Hills Flat Lumber, and as they unveil their new appliance center with cooktops, dishwashers, microwaves, ranges, refrigerators are all on display. Appliance guru Tim Lloyd is on hand to answer any questions, whether you need a whole new kitchen or just an upgrade. It's Hills Flat Lumber Company in Colfax and Grass Valley.
And Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike knows a winning team when he sees one, and that's why he supports NU County Sports and the NU Miners. He's also assembled a winning team for you in the insurance industry. So when you work with Team Bratton, you know you're working with your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County. And they really care about your family's insurance needs. That's why they were voted best in Nevada County from 2002 to 2007. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance.
Also, Soft Answer. Dallas Whiphome is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consultation. That's why the top companies in Nevada County call on Dallas and Soft Answers. Dallas for all those hard-to-solve computer problems when you design your system, So make your computer and computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Whiff-Home and Soft Answers. Proud to support the NU Miners and donate his time as head coach of the Nevada Union JV basketball team.
As we take a look at Coach Stromey there on the sidelines. And, of course, Touchdown Productions, our 12th season of bringing you only the best in local sports television. Gil Dominguez along with Scott Spencer saying don't forget about the 3rd annual Miner Crab Feed and Auction coming up Saturday, February 28th. The crab feed moves to the Old Stonehouse Brewery down in Nevada City. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the one and only Mark Hauser will host the festivities and the auction while you dine and I dine on crab. And hey, look over there. There he's a...
I'm on to you now.
I'm going to get some Scott crab that night and some clam chowder and pasta salad, French bread. It'll be a lot of fun.
Or he might lose a finger trying to steal it.
Join us all over there for the 3rd annual NU Miner Basketball Crab Feed and Auction, Saturday, February 28th. There's some phone numbers right there you can call and find out some more information. Speaking of Steve Pilcher, there he is. There's his phone number. You know, his extension used to be 24/7.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And as the athletic director, that was kind of apropos. All right, let's go get right into that walk around the foothills. Got a lot of information to bring you up on. The new power rankings just came out. And as we start with the boys, we'll see that Nevada Union dropped down to the 15th place, 15th seed, losing 6 positions since the last week.
Well, 2 losses will do that to you.
Placer moving down into 24. They lost 2. Bear River dropping down to number 4. They went down 2. Colfax went up 2 to number 12. And Forest Lake remained the same at 4.
Yeah.
In the individual standings, we have Nevada Union in 5th place playing Woodcreek tonight, as you can see, 6-4. Granite Bay's tied with them at 5-5, so I guess NU is actually in 4th place, tied with them. King of the Hill, Rockland, 11-0.
Yeah, pretty impressive, aren't they?
Over in the PBL, Whitney 10-1, Bear River 8-2. Bear River is playing Whitney tonight. Bear River trying to win a piece of that PBL championship. Colfax at 5-5, and Placer down there at 3-7. Tough year for the Hillmen. In the CBCL, Forest Lake Christian 8-2, Sac Waldorf 9-2. So a nice battle there, shaping up for their final game for the league championship on the line.
Doesn't Forest Lake play Sac Waldorf in their final game, I think?
It's one of the 2 games. You're right. They're playing them either tonight or Friday. In the women's game, Nevada Union stayed at 12. So they're looking good for a away game. They need to win out. We'll see them tomorrow. Placer up to 15. They jumped 6 points. They just jumped into the playoffs. They were at 21 and made that advance. Bear River at 8. They went up 3 themselves. Colfax at 13 stayed the same. Forest Lake Christian is at 8, and they stay the same. In the individual leagues, Lady Miners, we'll see them tomorrow. Like I said, they're taking on Oakmont at 0-9. Nevada Union 6-4. You would think that they'd be able to get a victory there, but nothing's going to change that Del Oro Granite Bay standing, really. Miners are going to wind up in 3rd place in the league. In the PBL, Placer, with those big wins, jumped up to 7-3 to take 2nd place in the PBL. No one's going to catch El Dorado, but they move ahead of Bear River at 5-3 and Colfax at 6-4. Whitney 5-6 and Lincoln and Mesa Verde bringing up the rear. In the CBCL, it's Forest Lake Christian in 3rd place. Waldorf and Vacaville Christian tied in that battle right there for the league championship. I'm not sure what their schedule is, if they've already played each other, but won't help Forest Lake Christian. They're going to wind up in 3rd place this year in the Central Valley League. There he is right there.
Old Ed McSweeney and Jeff Dellis.
Yeah, I saw Ed here last week taking in the game, and then as we said earlier, Jeff Dellis in the house. He's in the house tonight.
I was hoping we might get him over here to see what he thinks about the first half play of the Miners, but
you know, he doesn't want to leave the door.
Yeah.
I've tried to wave him over myself, but he's hanging right there by the door, and, we'll see if we can get a hold of him, though. So with a couple minutes remaining, let's go ahead and remind you that tonight's game is being underwritten by Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley. Branch Manager Dawn Whitmore and her staff at Adecco offer temporary positions, temp to hire, direct placement, and payroll services for your business at their Grass Valley office. They're currently hiring for office and industrial positions right here in Nevada County, and due to restrictions in state funding, both county and city governments are seeking temporary workers. For employers, Adecco helps absorb the cost of employment, such as workman compensation and unemployment insurance. Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley, for better work for a better life.
Also, Quail Ridge Senior Living. At Quail Ridge Senior Living, their elders do not live in their facility, they work in their home. Their 84 units really feel like home, with 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, each with kitchenettes, and private baths and individual climate control to ensure your comfort. Be sure to join residents of Quail Ridge for their second annual Heroes for Hospice auction on April 25th at Quail Ridge. There you will have the opportunity to meet and bid on a lunch with one of Nevada County's local heroes. All the proceeds go directly to Hospice of the Foothills, so mark that date on April 25th for the Heroes for Hospice auction at Quail Ridge Senior Living.
And there you see some of the heroes for 2009 that you can bid on a lunch with, including Shara Wicks and Spencer Construction. Now's the time to improve your home and build that kitchen, that bathroom that you've always dreamed of. Dollar for dollar, room additions and remodels, all your best bet for improved home equity. And at Spencer Construction, you'll find the Spencer team of dedicated craftsmen ready to complete your project on time and on budget. They're homeowner's choice with 25 years of experience in the industry and proud to donate their time as the president of the Basketball Booster Club right here at Nevada Union as we begin third quarter play, the very important third quarter. Miners have come out strong in the few third quarters that we've seen them. And this time it's Franks drawing first blood in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's not a good start for the Miners there, but
that's his 7th point for the night as Pentinato has the ball.
I made visual contact with Jeff Dellis, but I think he's declining the interview here.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunate.
Not talking to the press tonight.
Well, he's doing something over there. I don't know if he's taking notes for Brian Hamilton or something.
Yeah, it's not like Jeff to
shy away from the interview.
Be short on words. Always a fun interview.
Oh, you betcha. Colorful.
Alonji bringing the ball up. Back to Alonji now. He'll drive over Kendall, put it up, no good. Rebound is going to be Kurtz. And Kurtz is so tall, he got that rebound. I thought he was just going to go straight up with it.
Yeah, Kenny elevated nicely and got the rejection there.
But he brought it back down as the ball comes out to Franks. Franks, bounce pass, knocked away. Rebound Kendall, over to Wibb, back over to Olsen, laid up on the left side, Kenyon Olsen.
What a pass by John Whiffam. Way to see the floor, John.
Olsen's been quiet ever since he got his 3 fouls in a row. Now he scores for his 12th point of the game. Steal by Lee. Gains control of the ball, now brings it up the court. Outside, looks over for Kendall, finds him on the right-hand side. Kendall looking across court. Olsen, three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes off Pentinato's arm.
Not getting back.
And there's the big, blows the layup, Jordan Franks.
Oh, Mark Kendall got back there and made him change his shot right at the last second. Oh no, is that on Whiffham? Yeah, it is. 4th foul for Whiffham. That's very unfortunate on his senior night.
3rd personal.
Yeah, Coach Latimer, in his Latimer way, kind of turning his head and walking the other way. I've seen John play with 4 fouls, though.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get to here.
He plays smart. He knows what's on the line here, and it's the playoffs.
But Woodcreek's not going to go quietly, and they're executing the backdoor cut, one of the oldest Storm plays in the book, and they're doing it perfectly.
Kenyon Olsen with a nice jumper there, little short one for his 14th point.
Very nice jump hook by him.
Alonji, he's going to drive base. He's going to be stopped. And a big block by Olsen as Milani tries to put the ball up. Milani there for the rebound, though, on the shot by Alonji. Good heads-up play. Kicking the ball into the sign is Alonji. No foul. Lee in trouble in the backcourt. Very rare that you're going to see that.
Well,
just took his eye off the ball, though, I think, for a second.
Behind your back once is fine, but the third time, you're asking for trouble.
In the game for Woodcreek. Miners ball.
Kendall brings it in now to Wivholm. Ball stolen. The pass by Tyus. We've seen him steal a ball already tonight.
Well, John needs to take care of the ball there. Got to watch his passes.
As Kendall brings it in to Lee. Now over to Wivholm. They're in the front court. Wivholm bounces the ball to his right. Trying to steal it and go in is Millett. John's not going to have any of that. Gets the ball over to Lee. Lee working nicely against Tyus. Tyus, great defensive player. Sturdy young guy. Hard to move him around. Wivholm shoots for 3! 5 points for John Wivholm.
Miners needed that shot.
And Wiv not shooting very much in the last few games we've seen, so 5 points for him is actually a lot. Lee, drive the lane, give it over to Pettinato.
Excellent passing by the Miners there.
Is that for the
oh, that's his payment for the golf balls
for the
and the golf ball
balls.
job.
Right.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, I think I owe you one of those too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, remember?
I'd forgotten about that.
Remember you put down for 4 for me?
I did put them in, that's right.
Yeah, well, here you go.
Okay.
Now we're all square.
I got dinner money now. Well, thank you, Gil.
There you go.
I'll have to make sure the treasurer gets that.
20 big ones.
She's up there watching us, so
actually 40 big ones with Jeff's money.
Yeah. Well, we raised a little over $4,000 in that event once we paid all the winnings out.
And what a fun event it was, and an easy event too. The selling is the hardest part.
Sure, but you get a lot of people out there moving the tickets. It turned out to be a halfway decent fundraiser in this economic climate we're in.
And another unique idea also. Nobody else is doing that. Back to the game. 3 minutes remaining. 42-32. Miners up by 10. Olsen, he'll shoot from 3. No good off the rim. Rebound Kendall. Taken underneath the basket. He's going to step on the out-of-bounds line. Didn't have much room down there. And his big size 14 shoe tipped the edge.
You think Kendall wears 14s?
No, I was giving him an inch or so. In the game is Staphylopoulos.
There's a mouthful, isn't it?
Kurtz in the corner. Gets the ball into Alonji. Spin around is Tyus. Nice looking shot, but it didn't go down. Slam dunk, Mike Kurtz. Kind of hung on the rim there for a second.
How many points does he have now, Gil?
I got him for 10.
Yeah, I'd say he's got at least 10. He
That one was
got a lot of garbage down there tonight.
A Phi Slamma Jamma by the big man. 6'11", he's got a big wingspan on him.
2 minutes left here. Miners with an 8-point lead, 42-34.
Tyus giving the ball off to Alonji. Okay, let's take a look at the another slam. Oh, big, beautiful pass there, right behind the back.
Left wide open.
That was Rostater with the behind-the-back pass over to Kurtz.
Yeah, I think Kenyon Olsen had the responsibility to rotate down there, and he just kind of watched it happen.
So 37-42, or 42-37, I should say. T-Wolves closing the gap here. 5-point game. Miners led as much as 15 in the first period, but that was a long time ago. McDonald kicking his legs for a little bit of extra effort there on that jumper. Doesn't go down. Rebound is Olsen, and he's going to go to the line.
Kenyon's got himself quite a few rebounds here tonight. These are some important free throws right now.
Foul is on Stathopoulos.
Kurtz to go get a breather there.
Yeah, Kurtz sits on the bench.
Kenyon getting both of those free throws.
Long pass out to Tyus. Tyus going all the way. Lay it up and in. Tevin Tyus playing a good game for the T-Wolves tonight. Good
Yes,
defensive game.
Coming off the bench.
Kendall now, 13 points. Been silent for a while. Oh, what a beautiful layup by Olsen.
The alley-oop.
16 points for Olsen. Pass broken up by McDonald. Still rolling on the floor. There's Lee going all the way. He's going to be fouled as bodies are flying.
I think.
Let's go ahead. Let's see this one again. Break it down here, Scotty.
Well, Mark Kendall, it was a set play, and the pass was just a hair errant, but Kenyon came down with the ball and back up underneath the basket.
Yeah,
nice layup.
Went to the other side.
Yep.
Used his other hand. And
instead of trying to force it, he controlled it and went right back up.
As Lee misses his first free throw.
Which doesn't happen too often.
Going out is Rostatatter. Coming in is Alonji. On the floor is Wivholm and Kendall. Olsen, Lee, and McDonald.
Coach Latimer with a timeout there. He's going to talk over the final minute of the third quarter here. Wants to make sure everyone knows their assignments.
59 seconds remaining in the third period. 47-39 is your score. Miners been in control of this one ever since the first period. But like you said, Scott, the T-Wolves aren't going to go away.
No, they're letting them hang around. They just can't put them away, that's for sure. But, you know, they had 1 quarter to go, and it has a make-or-break consequence, you know, for the playoffs for them. So I think that traditionally the Miners come out with a strong third quarter, and this one is not quite as strong as we've seen in the past.
I was just going to say, not so tonight. And they're kind of riding that lead, keeping the T-Wolves at bay. They got as close as 5 points. Now the lead is back out to 8. but still not certainly a comfortable lead.
In the heavens, no.
And
No,
T-Wolves showed that they are dangerous and can score from many places on the court. So let's see what happens here as Alonji brings the ball up for the T-Wolves. Bounce pass into Millett. Millett looking, going against Hoppy. Millett left. Pass over to Kurtz. Kurtz drive the lane, put it all the way up hard off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound is going to be Hoppy. Wivholm with the ball.
Big
on the left hand.
Olsen there.
On the left-hand side, gives it over to Kendall. Cools it. About 16-footer.
Off the glass. Good choice.
15 points for Mark Kendall. Nice pass to Millett, who puts it in for his 8th point.
Forced that one. I'd say he's lucky to come away with a basket there.
And they're trading baskets here as Wivholm on the right-hand side. Millett, nice play by him, stealing the ball away from Wivholm. And Wivholm, knowing that he's got 4 fouls, can only be so aggressive out there.
Not much he could do there. He had to lay off.
Ty, can you tell that gentleman there in the gray sweatshirt that we want to talk to him? We'll send a direct line of communication.
I don't know if he's going to come. I had a direct line. I told him to come over here. We'll see.
Yeah,
I think he's declining comment tonight. No, he just doesn't want anything to do with that.
There he
That's
is.
okay. We'll
there
leave
he
him
is
alone.
right there. Nice shot, Brandon, of Coach Dallas. Well, no, you set it up, Maverick. I understand that. You're the man. Maverick King in the truck for us tonight, doing a heck of a job this basketball season. Got it. We'll put on that skinny filter. John, the referee, asking us if we can use the skinny filter on him.
Oh, yeah. We moved into him there.
If we had a slimming filter, I'd be using it.
All of us.
Well, at least you got the height.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to use it on Kurtz.
No.
No, he might disappear.
He is one tall kid. And only a junior.
And count it. Alley-oop from Mark Hopkinson to Peter McDonald. Perfectly placed pass, and Peter with the bucket and the foul.
For his first basket of the game. So McDonald goes to the line. Gets in the scorebook. Let's see that one again. Break it down for us here, Scotty.
Well, this is just an excellent pass. Right on the money by Mark Hopkinson. Couldn't place that any better.
Nice replay by Maverick King in the truck as well. It takes a village. Millett with the ball. Now he gets it over to Milani. Milani back and forth.
Ooh. That's a tough call there. That looked like pretty darn good defense by Peter McDonald, but yes, the ref thought there was too much contact. They've been letting them play. I hope they just remain consistent and let that happen. Kenyon Olsen with the, John Wivholm got popped in the eye. He can hardly see there.
Yeah, he's kind of shaking it off as he comes down the court. Hopkinson trying to defend. Oh, Kendall coming up from the right-hand side as the pass was going back to Tyus.
Yeah, John needs to go to the bench here. He's having a little trouble there. He must have got hit pretty hard because he's a tough kid.
T-Wolves had numbers there. Hoppy delayed him, and Kendall came up and tipped it away. Peter McDonald, trailing that shot, swats it away.
He likes that sensational block. Oh.
Putting it up strong under the basket, though, is going to be Milani. and he's going to be fouled. So the play getting a little physical here.
Yeah. Well,
in the fourth period, 52-43, Miners with a 9-point lead. And Milani can cut it to 8 with this free throw.
Miner Maniacs kind of quiet over there tonight. I think they need to get involved in this game here for their team.
Well, it's an exciting game.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Not like the Rockland game the other night, which was more of a clinic. Nope. Peter McDonald steps on the line, steps on the court, I should say.
Right. It's Dale Latimer pulling his hair.
Those things are going to happen. Putting it up is Franks. I remember once we were at down at Placer. Bear River was playing him, and they were going to take the ball in. They had 3 seconds. They were going to take the ball in at that court, and he went to throw the ball all the way down, hit the backboard with it. The arc was so high. Ball turned over. Placer got the last shot with 3 seconds, shot the ball and won.
Ouch.
So you got 3 seconds and you got the last shot and you think you're going to get it in, and then something like that happens. And
yeah, one of the things coaches like to teach the players, you don't take the ball out underneath the basket. You always want to be to one side or the other.
So 52-46. Hopkinson with the ball. 6:50 remaining in the game. Miners need this game if they're going to have any hopes at all of continuing on into the postseason.
Ooh, big shot by Mark Kendall there.
18 points for Kendall. We've got to start thinking about our player of the game. Kenny Olson, 16 points. Mark Kendall with 18 points.
You know, Kenyon's had an excellent game when you start to factor in all the rebounds he's pulled down.
With the ball is Milani, trapped over in the baseline. Gets the ball out to Franks. Franks gets the ball over to his buddy. Kurtz loses the ball to Lee. Lee to Kendall. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound Olson, put it up. And jump ball. Milani ties him up as Olson goes up to the basket.
Possession Miners, so they'll get the ball back there.
Coming back into the game is Wivholm for Hopkinson. Olson will bring the ball in. Over to Lee. There's Wiv. He's got 2 eyes back now. Sets the screen for Olson. Puts it up, no good. Rebound is going to be Lee. Big rebound all the way out. Lee goes right to the basket. Lays it up.
In and out.
Unable to finish it. Timeout. Burnell Pinkerton.
Yep.
And his assistant coach, Terry. And I can't remember Terry's last name, but worked several broadcasts with us a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the regulars during the playoffs until they went back to coach with Woodcreek. Veteran coach. Boy, I hate getting old. But he is so knowledgeable about basketball. One of the best color commentators we've ever had because of his knowledge of the game. While we have a timeout here, let's go ahead and remind you that the game is brought to you by Cinto Graziano, who has an eye for your future because they're more than CPAs, they're business consultants and your friends all rolled into one. Now that tax time is here, they're ready to assist you every step of the way. They're only a phone call away. Make that call and get your tax appointment right now because you've got people with Cinto and Graziano. T-Wolves bring it in. Over to Langi. Langi bringing it up. 5:40 remaining. Miners up by 9.
Getting down to crunch time here.
Ball goes into Kurtz. Kurtz is going to spin. Put it up with the right hand. No good. Rebound Pettinato. So as often as Kurtz has been down there, ball tipped away there by Millett. He's going to go. Big alley-oop pass over to Kurtz. And the foul is going to be against Mark Kendall.
That foul's on Mark Kendall. Second personal.
Boy.
Kurtz at the line.
What I was going to say, as often as Kurtz has been down there underneath, you would think that he'd have more than 10 points.
Well, they certainly got a lot of offensive rebounds, though. Miners haven't done a real good job of keeping him off the glass.
No, he's got nice quickness. Misses those two right there. Wivholm gets the ball down to Lee. Lee's going all the way coast to coast, no good. Rebound, Pettinato!
Beautiful cleanup there by Dan Pettinato.
6 points for Pettinato on the evening as the ball goes into Franks. Franks tries to get it in, broken up by Olsen. Lee loses the handle on it again, picks it up. And now he's going to be bumped by Milani, and he'll go to the line 1-1.
You know, that looked like pretty good defense to me.
It did, especially when Lee lost the handle on the ball.
Exactly. He had position. He was there. And, you know, Colin kind of dribbled right into him, but, yeah, that's a tough call. Colin Lee with the free throw. He's only got 4 points tonight.
Yep, our player of the game last night was a one-man wrecking crew against the Rockland Thunder. So now it's 59-46. T-Wolves hanging around. Bank shot. Rebound by Kurtz. Quietly putting in 12 points tonight.
We're just not getting a body on fundamental boxing out, and we're not getting that part done.
Olsen, bounce pass over to Kendall to get it across half court. Colson stutter step. And now a reach in by Millett to knock the ball away. How many fouls is that on Millett?
A lot. First personal.
That's his first one.
First, wow.
At the line for Nevada Union, Mark Kendall. Timeout, Woodcreek.
So timeout is called here, 4:28 remaining. Pivotal game for the Miners. They go on the road for their final game of the season on Friday. They'll be visiting the Oakmont Vikings, while the Lady Vikings are here in the Ali Gymnasium. Be sure to join me and Paul Brown for that telecast. We'll give Scott the night off.
All right. Probably have a meeting or something to go to.
Go have fun with Lori.
Well,
maybe have dinner.
that sounds pretty good.
At home.
Yeah.
Get home early one night.
Yeah. That's, no, I actually do have a meeting tomorrow night, but it shouldn't take me too long. So then I'll go home and have fun with Laurie.
But we'll be here tomorrow night for all the Lady Miner action. They're playing pretty consistent ball. Stayed at number 12. They look like they will be going to the playoffs. They have 2 games to win in order to get there, as do the boys. Their playoff adventure will take them on the road, though. And I'm not even sure what we're doing for playoffs yet, but we'll figure it out. And, of course, we'll let you know all across our Foothill network of stations. Obviously, there will be playoff basketball as Kendall rims out on his free throw attempt.
You won't see that too often from Mark Kendall.
4:20 remaining. With the ball is Franks. Gets it over to Tyrus, and now Alonji. Back over to Franks. Franks, he's going to look. He's going to penetrate. Nice defense by Pettinato, and he gets the basket anyway. 9 points for Franks. Miners have an opportunity. 3:50 remaining. 59-50. They lead by 9. T-Wolves trying to close the gap. Ball comes out to Wivholm. 16 on the shot clock. Bounce into the corner to Olsen. He's going to go for 3. Oh, in and out. No good. Alonji with the ball. Miners were working for the good shot. Work the clock down to about 12 seconds. There's Alonji. Drive the lane. Dish it off. Olsen goes up into the air. And Kurtz, very patient, waiting for Olsen to come down. Puts it in for the easy layup.
Kurtz got away with a travel there.
Miners need a bucket right here to stay in front of the streaking T-Wolves. 59-52, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Miners.
Crowd kind of quiet here.
Yeah, the pressure is building here under the dome.
Nope. Oh.
And it looked like Colin might have slipped there. There's a shot of Terry and Burnell Pinkerton.
I tell you, I bet you Colin wish he could have that shot back.
Ball comes into Milet. Milet brings it into the front court, working against Wivholm. Fakes left, goes right. Over to Milani. Milani up, no good. Rebound is going to be Pentinato. Takes the ball down low to protect it. Here comes Hopkinson now. Hair bouncing as he runs. The famous Hoppy haircut. Over to Kendall. Over to Pentinato now on the right-hand side. Pentinato looks left, looks right, keeps the ball, dribbles, terminates. Tries to get it out to Kendall, can't reach it. Hoppy pick it up on the garbage. Hoppy on the left-hand side, now yo-yos up and down, top of the key. Goes left. He's going to stop, he's going to penetrate, goes up, dishes it off to Pentinato. Big block in there by Franks as time expires on the shot clock.
Well, the Miners giving Coach Latimer exactly what he was calling for, taking time off the clock and go for the shot right at the end of the shot clock there, but came up a little short that time.
Alonji streaking down the sideline, gets it into Kurtz for his 16th point. 2 minutes remaining now. Timberwolves have closed it within 5. Hoppy. Miners have the advantage. Quickly joined by Alonji, though. Now they're all evened up. Kendall taking some time off. She's going to shoot the 3. Mark Kendall! 21 points for Mark Kendall. He's been doing it all year long for the Miners. Taking them to the playoffs right now as Millet throws up a tough shot.
John Wivholm with his 5th foul there.
Foul on John Wivholm. 4th personal.
Oh, they're calling it his 4th.
Well,
3-point play.
nothing like the home bookkeeper.
I'm not sure where that one came from. I had him down here with 5. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Well,
Wivholm going all the way coast to coast.
Back in the game for the Nevada Union, Colin Lee.
So Colin Lee comes in for Hopkinson. That'll probably be the last time we see Hoppy play here on the floor.
well, don't be so sure. John out there playing with 4 fouls. He's
screened out right here. Can't really see who has the ball over there in the corner. You're going to have to look at the monitor.
wise decision by old John Wivholm there, pulling that ball back out.
Olsen driving all the way to the lane. Nice show of sportsmanship right there. As Franks helps
Pick
him
him up so I can knock him down again.
Well, that's what you say to him. Get back up.
Foul on Franks. 4th personal. Kenyon Olsen at the line, shooting 2.
Well, I'd say if Kenyon makes these key free throws, he'd be my choice.
Mark Hopkinson back in.
and he made that one.
And Mark Hopkinson back in the game there, Gil. Oh, good for Kenyon. He's had an excellent game there.
All right, so our player of the game going to be number 24, Kenyon Olson, as Pentinato knocks the ball out of bounds. 57 seconds remaining and a 7-point lead. Tempers flaring on the floor as the officials confer.
I tend to go along with the Woodcreek coaches there. That ball was off. Yeah, they changed the call. So Coach Latimer not too happy about that.
So Hoppy hops off the floor again. Colin Lee becomes back in. 56 ticks remaining. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound is our player of the game, Kenyon Olson. Mark Kendall bringing the ball up court. Alonji's got a foul.
Yeah, and you want the ball in Kendall's hand, that's for sure. As the clock's winding down, he's my vote for best free throw shooter and who you want to have the ball.
21 points for Mark Kendall tonight. So our player of the game for Brandon will be number 24. In and out.
Jinxed him. Well, the Minor Maniacs are up now on their feet.
Back in is Mark Hopkinson. So in and out and in and out.
Second shot
Well, Mark Hopkinson is a quick young man, and they could use his defensive ability right now.
So Wivholm on the bench. Rebound Lee. Foul in the backcourt by Kurtz. So Woodcreek going to fall to 6-5. Miners are going to be 6-5. Granite Bay is 5-5, so they're all going to be bunched up there at third place.
Yeah, you know who Granite Bay is playing tonight?
No.
No, I don't either.
No, I thought you were going to tell me.
No, I wish I could. I wish I knew. Hopefully it's Rockland.
I probably could have researched that, but
yeah, we both could have.
failed.
Slackers.
Lee at the line. Minor Maniacs on their feet in salute of their senior Miners.
It would take just about a miracle for Woodcreek to get back in.
And there's the first miracle right there.
Yeah.
Alonji with the three-pointer.
Yeah. So right now, they're drawing up a play to get the ball inbounds, and who they want to have the ball go to. One or two choices. First one, Mark Kendall, and probably the second choice is going to be Colin Lee, because you know that Woodcreek's going to foul instantly and look to foul.
Crowd uncharacteristically quiet.
Yeah, for the last boys' game of the season here, that's kind of sad, isn't it? What are we going to do?
Well, whatever they do, the refrigerator door is starting to close.
Yeah. Okay.
The butter's getting hard and the eggs are cooling. Ball comes into Hoppy. Hoppy is mugged. Down in the corner. Gets a little five.
Well, only 2 seconds went off the clock there.
From Kendall. And Hopkinson will go to the line. And some big free throws here.
I'll say.
This is where you can really nail down the game, Scott.
Oh, off the front of the iron. These free throws are big.
7-point game. It's a 3-possession game right now.
There you go.
Hopkinson gets one to go for his 4th point, and that makes it 8. Big rainbow. Rebound, Hopkinson. How did he get down there so fast?
He's a quick one.
He's using that trap door that Lane did yesterday. Boy, that Lane was the real deal.
Yeah, I was talking to someone here just today who seems to feel he's going to probably commit to UCLA. That's a nice opportunity for him.
Colin Lee leaves the game with 4 points.
Yep, the door just closed on your refrigerator, Gil.
And the refrigerator door is closed with a 10-point lead. Pentinato the rebound, and no defense put up as Timberwolves walk toward the bench. Kendall throws the ball ceremoniously up to the basket, and the game is over. Miners win it by 10.
Excellent game for Kenyon Olson for his senior debut here. Our final senior game in Ali Gym. He went out with style.
And our touchdown production player of the game is going to be Kenyon Olson. And we will talk with Kenyon as soon as he shakes hands with the T-Wolves. Pretty good game, pretty entertaining game. Miners did what they needed to do. Take a look at the line score right there.
They got it done. It was close in the fourth quarter.
They, the third quarter, which was normally the Miners like to come out and play hard, was won by the Timberwolves. But they won the fourth quarter and ultimately won the game by 10. And with us right now is our player of the game, Kenyon Olson, number 24. Kenyon, congratulations on being our touchdown production player of the game tonight.
Thank you. It was a big win, and it was important because we needed it if we want to keep our hopes for the playoffs alive. So.
Well, I know your hopes were almost dashed there when I saw the power rankings come off of the printer. I had a hard time even believing it.
Yeah, we dropped a lot because of the Del Oro game, but that's what happens when you lose to a D3 school. So, and then right after that, we lost to Rockland. But Woodcreek's a big win because they're a good team, and we played great today, so it was good.
Well, you guys came out very strong. Scott was talking about that early on. The first quarter was very strong for you guys.
Yeah.
And we thought that was nice coming off of the loss against Rockland. But then you guys maybe kind of put it into overdrive a little bit.
Yeah, well, sometimes we get excited. And also sometimes we think when we'll get comfortable and we'll let the team pull away. So thankfully we got Coach to get our heads on straight so we can get back into it and come out. So.
Well, Kenyon, you had a great game tonight. I don't know how many rebounds you had, but you had a whole bunch of them, double digits. So you came away with a double-double there for sure. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good way to go out as your last senior game here.
Yeah, this was a great game to end on, and it was fun.
You're darn right.
Now, they had some pretty tall guys for you to go up against with Mike Kurtz, 6'11" guy in there. Not very thick, not a whole lot of weight with him, but he sure was tall.
Yeah, but I got some practice with Brendan Lane the other night, so helped out.
Well, now you got one more game, and that's of course against Oakmont, 1-9. But Oakmont, that's one of those dangerous teams.
Well, yeah, they took Woodcreek to double overtime last time they played them, so we got to be careful. But if we play like we did tonight, we should be okay.
And you're going out to their place to play.
Yeah.
And they'll probably be having their senior night that night.
Yeah. Oakmont's a tough place to play. Crazy fans, but it'll be fun.
It certainly is. You're right. So you guys get prepared and get ready. Get them motivated. Important game. You can do it.
All right.
One more, and then perhaps a postseason game, certainly on the road, though.
Yeah. unfortunately.
Unfortunately. So your last game here in the Ally. Any thoughts during the day today at school about what that might be like tonight?
Yeah, it doesn't really hit you until it's like here. Like Rockland, I was like, oh, this is our second to last game, but it didn't really hit me till tonight because I'm done in here. Me, John, Mark, and Mark, we're done. So thankfully we got to win and with the win on our home court.
Done in here like so many other minors that came before you.
Yeah.
Including Justin Anthony, the JV coach. You ever talk to him about his playing days?
I have, but not in a while, so we'll talk to him about that.
You were probably just a kid when he was here.
Yeah.
He's
Probably.
still a kid, Gil.
No, I meant a little kid. Maybe even came to see him play back in the day.
Probably. We came to a lot of those games. So.
Well, listen, congratulations to you and to the entire team. You, of course, Kenyon Olson, for being our touchdown production player of the game tonight, and you'll get a nice plaque from Combi Trophy and Awards, our player of the game sponsor, and hang proudly on your wall, and remember your senior night forever.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Job,
Thank you, and good luck in the playoffs, and hopefully we'll see you guys there.
Hopefully.
All right. Kenyon Olson there joining us in the post-game show as we get ready to wrap it all up here, Scott. A lot of fun all season long having you here. I'm really glad that you decided to come and join us and as Paul says, play in our sandbox.
It's been a pleasure, Gil. I really enjoy your company, and I enjoy this great seat, front row. But it's been fun. I'm sad that the Miners are done here because I love basketball, and I just got to wait. Well, I can attend some playoff games, but I have to wait till next year to get back in LA.
Well, you'll be joining us on the playoffs. Miners will play a week from Friday should they be victorious at Oakmont and probably move up a little bit in the power rankings, and we'll see where we're going to go, but I'm sure that we'll follow the Miners, at least in that first game, on that Friday night game, and see where that takes them. You want to move up a little bit because you don't want to play 1, 2, or 3. It'd be nice to play maybe a 5 or a 6 or something like that.
Yeah, well, this game tonight can't hurt their power ranking. It'd be interesting to see it come out. Go home and get on my computer and take a look at who they might be playing at this point.
Right. Right now it would be they would travel to Rodriguez and play the second place team. But even if you move down, it's Golden Valley or Stagg or Merced. They're all going to be tough in there.
Yeah. Well, it's but they're in the playoffs and they haven't been there for a few years, and I'm proud of the young men and what they've accomplished here, and they ought to be proud of themselves also.
And I'm sure they are. Tonight's final Nevada Union Miner home game has been underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers, well, their goals are simple: provide customer service to you and continue as a contributor to our community right here in Grass Valley. Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Oh, sorry, Gil. I was just reflecting. Also, Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat has been your local home center since 1921. Ed, Sandy, Jeff, Kenan, and Jason Pordini, along with Dave Cuddy, invite you both to both locations of Hills Flat Lumber in Colfax and also Grass Valley.
Yeah, it's nice to reflect when we're off the air. Bratton, Mike Bratton, State Farm Financial Services. Robin and Mike protect the things you love, your home, your family, and your way of life, and support NU Miner Sports.
Also, Soft Answers. Dallas Whitfome is your local computer specialist in computer software management, design, and consultation. And Debbie and Dallas love to watch their son, number 2, John, play for the Miners.
And Deco Employment Services of Grass Valley, branch manager Dawn Whitmore and her staff at Deco offer temporary positions, temp to hire, direct placement, and payroll services in their Grass Valley office.
Also, we have Quail Ridge Senior Living. At Quail Ridge Senior Living, their 84 units really feel like home. And with 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, each with kitchenettes and private baths. And don't forget their second annual Heroes for Hospice auction on April 25th, with all proceeds going to the Hospice of the Foothills.
And there you see the 2009 Heroes. And by Spencer Construction. Lori and Scott Spencer once again proud to donate their time for the last time as the president of the NU Minor Basketball Booster Club. And they say, we'll see you at the NU Crab Feed on Saturday the 28th at the Stonehouse Brewery. Come on out, join me and Scott.
I'm really looking forward to that, and I'd like to announce right now that we're going to have a new booster president next year. Jim Lee, Dr. Lee, is going to step up and retire me, so and he's going to do a fine job. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, there's a scoop for you.
Yeah, and last but not least, Cinto and Graziano. Dave Cinto and George Graziano specialize in tax preparation and making your business grow, protecting your assets and managing your finances for a secure future.
And, of course, Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Gil Dominguez along with Scott Spencer saying thanks for tuning in and making us the #1 sports telecast in the foothills. Be sure to join us next time, which will be tomorrow here right at the Ally as the Lady Miners celebrate senior night against the Oakmont Lady Vikings. Lady Miners currently seated 12th in the power rankings, and a win tomorrow will help them move up or at least stay even as they try to get a home game here at the Ally for the playoffs. It's Lady Miners versus Oakmont, and it's all coming up next right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007. So the 2009 season is in the books here as far as the home schedule goes. Miners victorious for the final night here.
Yeah, it was a good win for the Miners, keeping their playoff hopes alive.
Your executive producer has been myself, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Director and replay in the truck, Maverick King. Titles done by Brandon Duckett tonight. Announcers, myself, Gil Dominguez, and joining me, Scott Spencer. I think you're a keeper for next year, baby.
Well, we'll see. You might find someone better.
Camera operators, Chris Glass, Frank Piner, and Brandon Duckett. Office manager and shooting the stills tonight, Lynn Dominguez. Our technical engineer, Paula Mikowski. Remote facilities, courtesy of the Commander 2. Commander 2 maintenance, keeping us on the road. Plaza Tire and Auto Service, the Housers. Touchdown Sportswear, DK in Stitches. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graziano LLP. Game of the Week Awards, Combi Trophy and Awards.com. There's our address, phone number, email. Give us a call. Tell us how we're doing, what games you'd like to see here on the NorCal Game of the Week for the entire cast and crew. I'm Gil Dominguez. We'll see you tomorrow night with the Lady Miners right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.